I measured out my barrels. I set them to the standard pattern, 90 feet between the first and the second, and 105 between those barrels to the third, and then 60 feet from the first barrels to the finish line. And on my second evaluation day, when we went around the first, we were really wide, and then we make it to the second, and the second was beautiful. And then the third was a bit wide as well, but the third always seems to be like not as wide as the first, but not as nice and tight as the second, so. And then we still got 29s. For day 2, the slow barrels day, and this is my walk one, I actually decided to do this after my run, my evaluation run, because I had the time and needed a bit of catch up. So I walked the pattern, made sure to use my legs before my reins doing the turns, which she did really well actually. And obviously at a walk, our turns are much tighter than they were at the run. And then I did a slow jog of the pattern once as well. And then our turn to the first barrel, we did fairly tight, and I did use just my legs because that's what we were aiming for. And she turned pretty nice and tight. And we went really nice and straight to that second barrel. And then we slowed to a walk. We made that nice tight turn. I think that's really what I'm missing when I'm running. I'm missing that slow down and that nice tight turn when I'm going faster. So that's what I personally need to work on. I mean, I don't know. My horse, if she had another person on her, she might actually do way better than with me. Day 3 on the Holloway day, got to do a run in the arena. I didn't actually time this run, and I also didn't measure out my barrels exactly to what I was doing at home, but I did make a run. And yeah, running in the sand is so much different than grass, to where she seemed much slower and not as sure as when we do it home, but our barrels were a lot tighter on the turns, so that's a plus on the whole arena sand thing, was that our turns were a little bit nicer. Although she did slow to a trot going around the turns. My anything but barrels day, I decided to do some gallop runs. So this is my gallop run. You can just see me coming up through the trees on this forest trail. I was just trying to get her to get some speed, because sometimes she loves her speed and sometimes she doesn't. And this is the helmet cam view of that running up the trail. I didn't actually go as fast as I thought I could because of the terrain, and I was also trying to work out these hoof boots that I have for her front because of a trail ride we might be going on this month as well, that I wanted hoof boots for because there's gravel and stuff, as my horse is barefoot. After a short little walk and a breather, I did another little run. Started to trot, we cantered, and then we go into a gallop. She got really excited to go over the jump. And then I slow up here to a nice little slow canter. And then I slow to a trot and then a walk. On my one and done day, day 5, we again just really wide. We did try to fix it there. And then my second barrel, that's usually like my beautiful barrel, was really wide too. And then we go off to the third barrel. That was also wider than I would like. We go across the finish line nicely and straight. And then again, I got a 29.89. My rest day, I hung out with my little filly, Serendipity. She is a thoroughbred Azteca, and the owner of the mama is doing most of the daily feedings, and I just supplement every so often. We did some work on the Fixer Upper round pen. And then I went up and fed Pirate and Encore. Both got days off from riding and lunging work, and I just went up to feed and check on them in the evening. Alright, so my focus calendar for week 2. This is my little talk about it bloggy thing. One thing that wasn't actually written on my focus calendar but was on my mental focus calendar for a while was I wanted to become a member of a arena, and I finally filled in my membership application and I sent in my money and I became a member, and that's what that was one of the things I actually did on my rest day of day 6. I did that, and then I just got the key being a member of the Tom Morrow Arena here, so I'm excited to finally be able to use an arena, hopefully regularly enough. And then this week we have been kind of struggling with the same things we were struggling last week, the whole wide barrels thing, and then this week I don't know if we got worse. I kind of feel like we got worse because at least the second barrel we were always really great at being tight for, well, it was the best barrel that we had, and there were some days that one was even wide. So it's kind of like an up and down kind of a thing with the wide barrel thing. Like, you think we think we got that covered and we got that nailed in the head, and then the next time we still have issues with it. And then the other thing is this weekend I have the NBHA that was supposed to be for last month. It's going to go on this weekend, so I have that to look forward to. It was a tough week. We had our ups and downs. Mostly it was just the whole wide barrel thing that kind of made me feel not so confident. I felt more confident last month actually for the NBHA than I do right now, but I'm going to try my best, and so is my girl, and we will hit it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys all next week. Bye.